Welcome back to another Marvel Rivals VOD review video, and today's video will focus on a Gold 1 Plat 3 player that is a Peni Parker main. The guy's name is the Anime Chaos. I do not know this person. They are merely from a random replay, and I'm using their gameplay as a teaching tool. We will dig into the replay now, and I'll skip around to find some spots to examine the footage and hopefully find some things we can learn from. Before we start with the gameplay, I just want to mention that Tokyo 2099 Spider Islands is a great map to play Peni because the map is very enclosed and cramped along the main objective path. The reason it's so good is because there's a lot of little nooks and crannies to hide some arachno mines to instantly KO people, and there's a ton of great spots to drop your spider nest and make your opponents fight to take the corner from you and your team. I also want to note that the player I am spectating is using a controller to play, even though it is a PC lobby, so keep that in mind. Okay, so we are at the start of the game, the setup phase here. The Peni is outside the enemy spawn, and they've chosen to put their spider nest here. They're going to try and make this building fall, and the bell will drop on top of the nest and try and protect it. It's a silly little trick that I would never recommend you try and do. It's kind of a waste of time, but this guy's trying to do it. And then he awkwardly puts some mines outside the enemy spawn. They're not stacked, so they won't all detonate at once. Like if someone steps right here, this will blow. They'd have to run this direction. Kind of an odd setup, but it's what he's chosen to do. The doors are about to open. We'll speed it up here a little bit. And basically, as soon as the door is open, instead of shooting the opponents or anything, this player is just shooting the building. He is desperately trying to make this bell fall. He's taking damage. He's not even looking at the opponents. He's got to make the bell fall. And he does, and the bell falls right on the nest and destroys it instantly. Basically, completely wasting his time. Don't bother with this trick. Just play the game. It doesn't work, and it's useless. One thing I want to point out, too, if we go back slightly, watch his arachno mines down here, okay? Basically, as soon as this player gets some arachno mines, he's just going to shoot them anywhere. He doesn't stack them up. He just starts shooting them at anything. As you'll see, like one hit here, one hit here. He just shoots them anywhere. One's over there. Yeah, don't do that either. He should have had a web on the ground here, right on the corner. He could have put a web there. He should have stacked 4 mines right there. And maybe someone walks over, it detonates all 4, you burst someone down and kill them. Random mines doing random damage is just basically, you're not going to kill anybody, and you're just giving the opponent's healers extra ultimate charge, especially early on. Peni's ultimate is weak. It's not a very good ultimate, right? So you building ultimate charge is not the biggest deal in the world. But giving a Luna or a Cloak and Dagger ult charge is kind of a big deal. So there's multiple different things he could have done instead. Usually the tanks and the DPS and stuff, they're going to flow through here, and they're going to come fight, right? But a lot of the times the healers on the attacking team will sit along the back line here. So what I'll constantly do is maybe I'll put like a couple mines like right here. You don't need to web them here. And maybe the healer will walk over here. He's coming for this angle to heal his teammates, and he just steps on the mines and blows himself up. Or you just put you put a web down here on the ground, and you can just basically save up a couple mines while you're defending, even if you're over here, and just shoot the mines over everybody onto the web. And now they're stacked up, and the healers will walk into it, and you get a kill. But yeah, he's basically done none of that. He's killing the building and just shooting mines anywhere he sees. So his nest is not up now. It died instantly from the bell. It didn't take any damage, so the cooldown, there was no cooldown basically. But he hasn't put his nest down again. So already a few mistakes here. He's basically just basic attacking, shooting, and shooting mines whenever they come up. But there's no, like, purpose to what he's doing. Okay, so he finally put the nest down. Okay, sure. I mean, at least he put it behind the payload. That's something. But one thing you might notice is, like, he's so close to the opponents. he doesn't do any bonus damage or anything for being this close. He has no reason to be standing up here. He should be, let's put it this way. The Magneto should be in front of the Penny, and the Penny should be back behind him. And this Penny should be more focused on, hey, maybe I should extend my web here. Maybe I should shoot a web here and shoot a web here. I can extend my Arachno Nest, extend the range on it. I can put mines here. I can keep mining this choke point and killing people. But instead, he's playing the aggressor. He's a very easy target to hit. He has no self-defense whatsoever. And you're going to see what's going to happen. His nest is now gone. He's blind. He's still just shooting away. Every single time a mine comes up, he just presses the button. There is no thought to where the mines are going, and he's dead. He didn't back up whatsoever. Didn't even think to back up. He was just in there getting a basic attack until he died. Not how you want to play Penny at all. Penny is so good and is extremely mobile as well, but you basically should be backing up the whole time as the play gets pushed back, and you want to kind of keep a distance. You don't need to be up front tanking people with your face. He should have been back here and shooting mines and shooting his thing. He could have done exactly what he was doing up there way back here. And then basically why you want to do that is even if your team starts to wipe, the thing with Penny is you can kind of set up for the next fight. As long as you're alive, you can set up for the next fight. So he could have came back here. He could have put his nest here. He could have put a web down on the ground here, put a bunch of mines here. He could have done all these things while his team is respawning and running back to the fight. But instead, he just suicided essentially so he could do a little bit of damage. So definitely not how I would open my play as Penny. Think more on being a defensive mastermind and setting up a little defensive grid and not just basic attacking and just trying to shoot random mines into the crowd. There's a lot of setup and a lot of thought required with Penny. So we'll move on to the next segment here once he respawns and everyone gets back to the fight. Okay, so we've skipped ahead a little bit. His team's still defending. I want to point out that he is still just shooting mines every single time the cooldown comes up. You do not want to do this. This is a huge part of Penny. Save the mines up. Actually have a purpose for them when you use them. You're going to notice here, he just shoots his mine directly into the Cloak and Dagger ult. So the mine just dies instantly. Like he just shoots it at anything. He shot a mine towards the ulting Wanda as well. Yeah, they're actually like extremely good on this map, and he is just shooting them randomly anytime he gets them. So please do not do it that way. Think of them as a trap, and you want to set up multiple mines together. You know, if he had multiple mines right on this corner right here, when Squirrel Girl came up the stairs, she would have got blown up and killed instantly. But he just has them randomly around, and half of them aren't even hitting anybody. So don't do that. I wanted to show him here. He places the nest down, and then he cracks the ult. This isn't the worst ult ever, for sure. His team is being pressured. The Wanda came in. The Cloak and Dagger came in. They are trying to take this corner. You should always have a nest down before you use your ult, ideally, because the little spider babies that come out of it will follow your web and attack your opponents. So he uses his ult. He kind of pushes back and takes this space back from the opponents. Again, it's not a bad ult at all. He doesn't overextend and like run all the way over here or something and die. He plays it quite responsibly there. The Cloak and Dagger just kind of walked right by them, but that's unfortunate. But, I mean, it's not the worst ult ever. This is kind of what you want to do. Again, Penny's ult is not the greatest thing ever, but if you can use the ult to push people back or to kind of, if you can ever make a support force their ult, like if you make a Luna ult or a Cloak and Dagger or something, that's definitely worth it. Trading Penny ult for a support ult. But one other thing I want to show right here is when his ult ends. So he can't use his mines while he's ulting, right? So he's starting to save up mines, which is good. Yay, we're gonna have some mines to use, right? And as soon as it ends, he's got 4 charges now. he just spams the button and shoots the mines randomly on the ground here. One here, one here. He's still just, yeah. He's just shooting stuff randomly the whole time. I personally really like this spot right here where the stairs is. You can put a web right here on the ground, and it kind of goes, it covers a little bit of this, and it covers a little bit of the stairs. And if you like just put some mines right here, they always detonate. Like, so many people run through here, they run through here, they just run through here. Like, it's such a crowded little spot. And if you put a web down, the mines cannot be destroyed and they cannot be seen. And I'll just, while I'm standing at the top of the stairs, I can save up 2-3 mines and go mine right on my little spot and just keep shooting, keep doing my thing. Even if you come around this corner, you can still see it. There's a million spots in this map to put mines, but you want to group them together. You're trying to instantly kill someone ideally. The random damage is not doing it. But anyway, decent ult. He forced them back, bought his team some more time. Okay, and then skipping ahead a little bit further, I want you to look at this situation here. So we've got the Peni Parker. His team is dead. There's no one else around. It's just him. There's 4 opponents here. The payload is still a decent ways away from the actual capture point. And instead of waiting for his team, he just jumps down and shoots some random mines again. No web. And he's just running in. And he's got a Jeff here. The Jeff was over here hiding, but he's got a Jeff. He puts his nest down. He cracks his ult. I mean, he's using all this stuff. He still dies anyway. Yeah, don't do this. He should have waited. If you actually rewind a little bit here, okay, and if we hit tab, the invisible woman on his team, she has her ult, and she's coming back. That's when he just jumped down, and she has her ultimate ability. Like, they can definitely delay this point with nobody dying and get another fight out of this, right? But he's already down there fighting and killing and losing as the invisible woman shows up. And I mean, the payload's coming, but there's still enough time to wait. He didn't delay the payload at all. It's moving at its maximum speed, basically. So if these two guys, I mean, the Jeff's also responsible, but if they just waited here, they could have just jumped down on the payload, invisible woman ults, and they could have got another fight. So again, just try and, whenever you're coming back to a fight, look around you. What are your teammates doing? Where are they? How far away are they? Especially if you get wiped, if you guys don't all get killed at the same time, then, you know, people might be staggered a bit. Some of them are a little bit further away. But if the invisible woman had ulted and they had stayed alive and contested this, these guys are also close enough now that they can get back in time to also participate in the fight. And also with the Penny's case, I mean, he had no plan when he jumped down. If we go back and you just like look at him, you know, there's no plan. It's like he doesn't expect the enemies to be there. He just kind of jumps down and, oh, like, okay, what are we doing here? I don't know. Shoot a web there. Shoot some mines there. He doesn't even put the nest. Oh, put the nest. Try and put it there. Okay, I guess. I don't know. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing. So wait for your teammates. Group up together. See what's going on together. You're not going to win a 1v5 as Peni Parker. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead to when they are attacking now. They managed to hold the enemy team they didn't get to the second point. I wouldn't say that the Penny really did anything in particular to do that. His damage is actually quite low. Their Squirrel Girl and Moon Knight did quite well. The healers are pretty decent. But anyway, yeah, they held them off. So now they're going to attack. So let's see what this Penny does on attack. So the door opens. He webs himself forward. He goes back. He gets hit up by a Venom, which he just seems to be ignoring entirely. And he starts shooting the wall there, puts that nest down, shoots around a bit, and dies. I don't know what this was. I don't know. I'm not trying to diss this guy and just say, like, you know, negative stuff, but like I don't understand what the goal was here. Was he trying to do this bell thing again? Like, is there a reason why he just ignored the venom? I don't know. But again, just slow down. Like, this is a ranked game. People are trying to win, right? Just slow down and think, especially if you're playing someone as controlled as Penny should be. They're not like this crazy character you just dive in with. It's not going to work. Be more controlled, right? Think, you have to plan out like, oh, you know, what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here and place my nest here, and I'm going to try and take this corner. And then as we take this corner, I come over here and I put my nest here, and then we try and take this corner. And like it's kind of like slow and meticulous, basically. So have a plan is basically the lesson for this section. This was not fun to watch if we watch it from this view. Yeah, he just kind of goes over here, goes in here, shoots a little bit, nests down, dead. I don't know, but let's move on. Okay, so we're a little bit ahead of that. They start pushing through. They've won a team fight here. The enemy Venom's still around, and I just want to show something else that's going on here. So the Venom webs away. I don't know. Basically, the enemy team got wiped. So what you should be doing is Penny. You know that the enemy team is going to be coming, and the next fight's going to take place right here, right? You want to come up here and start preparing the battlefield. Use this time to set up for the next fight and place a bunch of mines on top of each other and, you know, try and kill some people instantly. That's what Penny can do. But he's literally, I mean, as you can see, he just got his mine up. He's still just firing mines anywhere. Like, there's not even a battle going on here. He gets his mine, he shoots his mine. There's just one mine there in the middle. He doesn't put the nest down. The enemy Venom is right beside him, and he doesn't even like see him. Yeah, Penny is a thinking man's character, really. So now here we are at the next choke point, and he has 0 mine set up, 0 web. He doesn't have his spider nest or anything, and like he had all the time in the world to do it. This should be a problem for the opponents to get to. There should be a web on the ground here, and the opponent should be guessing, is there 5 mines in here? Am I going to get blown up when I walk over this? And someone has to, you know, try and set them off in order for you to get through the choke point, right? Someone's got to do it. But he hasn't gone ahead of the fight at all and tried to take advantage of the fact that they won the fight. He's just waiting for them to come, and all right, let's basic attack and start shooting again. So yeah, basically the lesson is try, and especially if you guys win a fight and you have some space, go ahead a little bit safely, set up some mines, take that space away from your opponents when they show up for the next fight. You can always use your web and zip out of there and get back to your team. Okay, and this is just kind of the final thing I'll go over for this video. It's very similar to the last one. Basically, you can see at the top, the enemy team, they lost the fight. His team's winning. No real thanks to him, but they are winning. And they got to get the payload over this blue marker, and they win the game, right? And instead of, again, trying to set up, this is a great area to, you know that the whole fight is going to happen here to end the game. This is a great area to put mines. There's a million little spots, all kinds of things. He's got his nest down here at least, but like he's not setting anything up. He's still just shooting mines randomly, shooting web randomly. He just shot a web on this thing here. He doesn't notice that the penny is still there. Like if we just go to his perspective here, maybe he's not playing with sound or something. I don't know. But see, he's just shooting around his basic attack, shoots the web there. He doesn't notice Penny's here. Finally catches on here. And she jumps into the web and dies. But my point is, yeah, when you're given time on Penny to prep, you need to take advantage. And that is what's so interesting about watching all kinds of different Penny players play. That's like a tongue twister, Penny players play. What's so interesting about watching them is you learn all kinds of little tricks and spots and little tendencies that people do. Me, for example, I love these pillars because they can't be destroyed. You don't need to put a web. I'll stick mines right on the pillar here. And basically people are gonna, oh look, I'm coming to defend, and they run this way and they run right past the pillar and the mines blow up and kill them. All kinds of little tricks. He could have came up here and put his nest here, and he could have taken the high ground, and you put mines on the stairs, or you just have an overview of the field, because Penny can climb walls. He can climb up this wall. Like, there's so many things you can do with Penny other than just sit there and shoot mines around randomly and basic attack like this guy is. As soon as his mine comes up, boom, he shoots it again. None of them are protected. None of these mines, one of them randomly landed on the pillar, but none of them are protected. The enemy can kill them. They can see them. Like, against good players, this is never going to work. This is how you stay in low elo. Like, no good player is ever going to run into these, right? So, if anything to take away from this video, I mean, yeah, maybe his mechanical skill isn't very good. Maybe, I mean, they're playing on controller. It's console players, right? So, you know, maybe whatever, that holds them back a bit. But that shouldn't hold you back from saving up multiple mines and not just shooting them randomly, and then putting a web down and putting a bunch of mines down. Like, that is kind of like a basic core function of Penny. Yeah, his team wins the game, but I would say that he had very low damage for a Peni Parker, especially against the team comp they were against. He was carried by some other members of the team. He didn't really make any high impact plays himself on Penny. He didn't prepare properly, anything like that. This win was not really his win. He got carried, and it's going to happen a lot in this game. It's a team game. That's how it goes sometimes. But if you're going to play someone like Peni Parker, all I'm saying is try and really think about what you're doing. It matters more than a lot of other characters. You know, you play Squirrel Girl, you know, you can just kind of shoot stuff around and you're going to have some success, and a lot of the character just kind of shoot stuff around. Sure, but, you know, a tank like Peni Parker with these traps you can place and saving your web and these odd angles you can get to, and the whole spider nest mechanic, you got to actually think, and plan. So, overall, whatever, decent game. Sure, it was something different to review. If you guys have any particular character that you'd like to see, or if you'd ever like me to review one of your games and look for the little things, hit me up on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Silva66. I stream practically every day. I also, you know, trying to do these videos to help people out. I'm not trying to, you know, just talk shit about this guy. Everyone's at different stages of learning. Everyone kind of plays the game differently. It's still a pretty damn new game, right? So, you know, we're all learning in different ways. So, no knock against him. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.